My dear friend, there comes a moment in life, especially as we grow older, when we begin to look at our days a little differently. Not just rushing through them, but really asking, is this how I want to live? Because with time comes wisdom. And with wisdom, a quiet desire begins to grow inside us, a longing for simplicity, peace, and true connection. Let me ask you something. Have you ever found yourself constantly reaching for your phone? Or hopping from one distraction to the next just to fill the silence? You're not alone. In this noisy, fast-paced world, we've been conditioned to chase stimulation, scrolling, clicking, watching, shopping, eating, not because we need it, but because we've forgotten how to just be. And the truth is, overstimulation doesn't make us happy. It makes us numb. It detaches us from reality and quietly steals the joy from everyday life. But there's a way back. Instead of reaching for quick hits of excitement, what if you started turning toward things that nourish your spirit, like gardening, or painting, or walking through nature, not to get somewhere, but just to breathe? These aren't just hobbies, they're acts of healing. They engage your body, awaken your mind, and bring you back to the present moment. When you let go of constant stimulation, something beautiful happens. You begin to feel again. Joy, calm, gratitude. So if you've been feeling scattered, empty, or disconnected, maybe it's not you. Maybe it's the noise around you. And maybe it's time to return to simplicity. Rediscovering nature, your original home. We live so much of our lives indoors, surrounded by screens, walls, and artificial light that we forget. We are nature, and nature has never stopped waiting for us. A walk in the park, sitting quietly by a tree, tending to a little garden on your porch. These aren't luxuries, they're lifelines. When you spend time outdoors, something inside you begins to soften. Your heart slows down, your thoughts quiet. You begin to hear yourself again. Even just 15 minutes outside each day can reduce stress, sharpen your focus, and improve your mood. And the best part? Nature never asks for anything in return. It simply gives. So tomorrow, before the world gets loud again, step outside. Let the sun kiss your skin. Listen to the birds. Let yourself remember that you belong to something ancient, wise, and calm. Simplicity isn't deprivation, it's liberation. Now let's get one thing clear. Living simply doesn't mean giving up your comforts or moving into a cabin in the woods. It means choosing what truly matters. It's about looking around your life and asking, does this add peace or take it away? You can start small. Declutter a single drawer. Give away clothes you no longer wear. Unsubscribe from emails that drain your energy. Every item you release is a little bit of stress you no longer carry. And simplification isn't just for your home, it's for your calendar too. Saying no to one more obligation, that's saying yes to rest, to presence, to being with people and moments that actually matter. When you clear the clutter inside and out, what remains is the life you were meant to live. Spacious, calm, deeply joyful. Letting go, the gift you give yourself. Many of us walk into our later years carrying invisible weights, regrets we've never released, expectations we can no longer meet, roles we're still trying to fulfill for others. But here's a gentle truth. You don't have to carry those anymore. You can set them down, right here, right now. Letting go doesn't mean you failed. It means you're free. It means you're ready to live this chapter of your life on your terms, lighter, softer, and more whole. Forgive yourself. Forgive others. Clear the emotional clutter just like you cleared your closet. This life, this day is too precious to be lived in chains. Choose peace. Choose now. Nurturing deep, heartfelt connections. As we grow older, we begin to realize something profound. It's not the stuff we own that matters most. It's the people, the moments, the conversations that stay with us long after they're over. Meaningful relationships are the heartbeat of a joyful life. Whether it's family you've grown with, old friends you've laughed with, or even new connections made later in life, each one is a thread in the fabric of your well-being. And the secret? You don't need 100 friends, just a few souls who truly see you. So reach out, call the person you've been meaning to check in on, write a letter, invite someone for tea. Connection doesn't have to be complicated. Sometimes just sitting with someone in silence is more healing than 1,000 words. Because in the end, love both given and received is the richest kind of wealth there is. Lifelong learning, keeping the spirit young. You're never too old to learn something new. In fact, one of the most powerful ways to stay young at heart is to stay curious. Read a book, pick up a paintbrush, ask questions, try a new recipe, join a class even online. Your brain is a living garden, and learning is how you water it. It doesn't have to be about big achievements or goals. Sometimes learning simply means keeping your wonder alive, your awe, your excitement, your childlike joy. And every time you stretch your mind, you stretch your soul too. So don't believe anyone who says growth stops after a certain age. You're still blooming. Every day is a new chance to expand not just what you know, but who you are. The daily practice of gratitude. Let's pause here. Right now, in this exact moment, look around you. What's something, anything, you can be grateful for? Maybe it's the sunlight pouring through your window, or the fact that your hands still work, your breath still flows, your heart still beats. Gratitude is the simplest, most powerful tool we have to transform our lives. It doesn't erase problems, but it changes your relationship with them. Each time you notice a blessing, no matter how small, you're choosing to see life through a lens of abundance instead of lack. And the more you notice, the more you receive. Gratitude rewires your brain. It softens your heart. It helps you see clearly that this moment right here is already full of gifts. So take a few seconds each day to whisper, "Thank you." Not because everything is perfect, but because you're still here, still growing, still becoming. The power to choose at every age. Here's something we often forget. No matter what life throws your way, you still get to choose how you respond. That power, it never leaves you. You can choose to let go instead of holding on. You can choose to rest instead of forcing yourself. You can choose peace over perfection. You can choose joy even in the face of sorrow. Your choices are your freedom. So today, choose something gentle. Choose something kind. Choose something that aligns with your values, not someone else's expectations. Because the more you choose in alignment with your truth, the more your life begins to reflect who you really are. The beauty of balance in a fast world. In today's world, everything feels rushed. Fast food, fast news, fast conversations. But do you know what's rare? A slow life. A life with space to breathe. Simplicity doesn't mean you give up joy. It means you protect it. It means choosing depth over noise, meaning over motion. A quiet breakfast enjoyed slowly. A gentle walk without checking your phone. A single meaningful conversation instead of 10 rushed ones. Balance means doing what nourishes you, not just what keeps you busy. So ask yourself, what would life feel like if I stopped chasing more and started honoring enough? Finding joy in the ordinary. There's a kind of joy that doesn't come from achievements or big milestones. It comes in the small, sacred moments. Watching the steam rise from your morning tea, listening to a favorite song from your youth, sitting with your grandchild, watching them color, not saying a word. These aren't background moments. They are life. When you slow down enough to feel them, they reveal their quiet magic. So the next time you're tempted to search for something better, pause. Look around. Because sometimes the very thing you're seeking is already in your hands. The gift of rest and reflection. You weren't born to hustle forever. You were born to live, to feel, to be. Rest is not laziness. It's wisdom. It's the moment when you listen deeply to yourself, to what your body needs, to what your heart is tired of carrying, to what your soul is quietly asking for. Take those breaks. Nap in the afternoon sunlight. Journal your thoughts. Sit in silence and let your mind settle like still water. In that stillness, something beautiful happens. Clarity, peace, a sense of coming home to yourself. The joy of living with less. There's great freedom in letting go of old clutter, letting go of outdated roles, letting go of proving yourself, because the less you carry, the more room you have for joy, for peace, for you. Simplicity is not about sacrifice, it's about alignment. It's the decision to stop filling your life with things and start filling it with meaning. And when you live like that, everything changes without needing to change much at all. Presence, the only time we truly own. Here's a gentle truth. The past is memory. The future is imagination. But this moment, this breath is real. Right here is where your life is happening. Not after you retire, not after the house is clean, not next month when things calm down, now. So live it. Feel your feet on the ground. Feel your heart still beating. Feel your spirit gently whisper, "This is it. This is enough. This is beautiful." leaving a legacy of simplicity and love. You don't have to be famous to leave a legacy. You just have to live fully and love deeply. Maybe your legacy is the way you listened without judgment, the way you smiled at strangers, the way your home always smelled like soup and safety, the way you made others feel seen and valued just by being you. These are the fingerprints you'll leave on the world. Not wealth, not achievements, but love and peace. And the gentle way you chose to live. If this message reached you, not just in your mind, but in your spirit, then let it stay with you. Revisit it when the world feels loud. Repeat it when you feel small. Remember it when you feel pulled into someone else's storm. Because this isn't just a video, it's a path, a reminder, an invitation to live more simply and more fully. Your peace is sacred. Protect it like a flame in the wind, and treat yourself with the tenderness you once wished others had shown you. You are not here to struggle endlessly. You are here to awaken, to live quietly, to shine softly in your own way. So rise gently and let your presence be the most beautiful thing about the room. If this message found a home in your heart, we invite you to stay connected. This isn't just a channel, it's a sanctuary for those who are choosing peace, for those who are healing quietly, and for those who are rising with grace. We'll be here every step of your journey home to yourself. Subscribe to Timeless Wisdom, not to chase more, but to remember what already matters.